All right, so what you're first going to start out with is you're going to click on the link in SketchUp for Schools. Then you're going to select your turtle that you were working on before. Now we're going to add the head for the turtle. So for that, I need a circle tool. So I'm going to come over to the shape tool and select my circle. Now I'm just going to pick where I'm going to have the head at, and I'm going to make a nice big round circle for his head. Okay. The next thing I'm going to use is our eraser tool. Now, eraser tools really only erase lines, not whole objects. So I'm going to use that eraser tool and get rid of some lines, the one going through the turtle's head. Okay, the next lines I'm going to get rid of are the ones on the inside of his feet where his body are. So we want it to be nice and clean up some of those lines. There you go. It took a couple times, but there we go. So again, make sure you're using your orbit tool to make sure you're nice and centered so you can see what you're working on. I like that view for my next step. The next step we're going to do is the offset tool. So I'm going to click the off over here where the push pull is. We used that a little bit yesterday. We're going to use the offset tool. Now offset is really great because it will make me the same exact shape, which this kind of Pac-Man shape would be really hard to duplicate exactly. So I'm going to start in the middle. I'm going to click and pull out. And that's going to determine how thick my edge is. Now, when we're making cookie cutters, which is eventually the goal, we're going to want a thinner edge like that. But for this project, I just want somewhere for the kid to play. So we're going to click right there, and that will give us our section that will allow us to put the sand in our sandbox, the thickness of our sandbox walls, because we don't want them too thick or too thin. So you make that decision. And if you don't like the way it looks, you can always undo and try that shape tool, that offset tool again to get it right where you want. Don't forget after steps to save your work.